Good morning. My name is Gregory Papanikos. I'm the president of this Athens Institute for Education and Research, which is a world association of academics based in Athens. We've been established 30 years ago, in '95, with a mission to make Athens a place where people can come from all over the world and exchange ideas. Even in this conference, we have people that they are coming from 17 different countries, but they are sleeping. And they have this anticipation that this is Greece and everybody comes late. But we surprise them and we start always on time and we finish on time, sometimes a little bit early. So because we respect the people that come on time, we start on time. So we have the speakers here, we check that always. So those that they will come late, they will miss, and there's no refund for late comers because they miss some of the sessions. So I'd like to welcome all of you. It is really a very tough for us conference for the first time after 400 conferences that we have organized. It's for the first time actually, should be a talk, an opening speech, about how a global effect, a global incident can change everything. What happened in Paris has affected our conference. Because a lot of people, we had a lot of people as participants, but because they are scared, because of course there was a travel warning from the United States, and a lot of people, believe it or not, they were scared to travel. And this is for the first time, because always we have crisis in Greece. Always people ask whether it is safe. For the last 20 years, it's always safe. It's been at least, but it's the first time that we had an event outside Greece. And people ask, Paris, I was told that had similar problems with visitors, the same with England. And the unfortunate thing is that even those people from the United States that they don't want to travel, they have their own terrorist activities there. So it's a very difficult and different world, and it affects all of us. And this is the reason why, even though this conference started with many people want to come, at the end they are scared. People are scared. They don't want to travel. And this is I think, one of the impacts of globalization, but it's a negative one. Anyway, nevertheless, since we never cancel an event, we decided that we should carry on because there are no objective facts that nothing impedes us from organizing it. And we have a very good practice of never canceling an event, and then we decided as an executive committee to continue, even though we have people from 17 different countries, because it meets our requirements of internationalization. Now, Professor Poulos, our Vice President, will be here with you, and he will manage most of the program, and he will give you all the information about the conference. The only thing that I want to say, we do have a very interesting roundtable discussion this afternoon, and there we will discuss a number of issues. I have invited some people, and I chair it, to exchange ideas. It's an open event. People from outside, they can come as well. And of course, we don't have to have a formal presentation. You can contribute with your ideas, and it can be general. Now, I don't have much to say else. I'll give the floor to Professor Poulos, and he will do the formal introduction of our institute, and of course he will chair the first session. I wish you a nice stay, and I do hope to see you again next year that will come in one of our events. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Nikos. Well, good morning from me as well. On behalf of the Athens Institute for Education and Research, Atiner for short, I'd like to welcome you to this 9th Annual International Conference on Globalization and Global Studies. I'm just going to say a few words about the Institute. The Institute was established in 1995, and its mission has been to act as a forum where academics and researchers from all over the world can come together to this historic cradle of democracy, Athens, in order to exchange ideas on their research, to interact with each other, and to discuss future developments in their disciplines. Atiner is a world association of academics and researchers, and over 95% of our members are from institutions outside Greece. And our conferences are designed in such a way as to cater mainly for foreign academics. The basic activities of Atiner include the organizing and hosting of international conferences and symposiums, such as this one, the carrying out of research, and the production of various publications. And since 1995, Atiner has organized more than 400 international conferences and other events, such as roundtable discussions, and has published close to 200 books. The Institute is also currently involved in an ambitious project regarding the proposed establishment of an academic village. The aim is to establish a community of research scholars and academics, and the proposed village will include a conference center, living facilities, as well as facilities for research and recreation. You'll find more information on this in your file. Now, turning to today's formal activities, you'll note that, and this is very important, each presentation is limited to 20 minutes. And the chairpersons will keep time and will use 3 and 1 minute reminder cards. And I'd like to ask the chairs to adhere strictly to the time constraints. Please allow for questions and discussion after all the papers have been presented and not after each paper. The chairpersons must also fill in the report forms that they'll be receiving. This is important because the final program will be based on the chairperson's reports. Should you need to make use of technical facilities, and some of you have already done so, please confirm that everything is in order before the session begins. There will be someone from the admin staff, Olga in this instance, to help you in this regard. And of course, in true Greek tradition, there will be a coffee break between sessions, and you're most welcome to bring the coffee and tea into the venue. You should also consult the social program that you've received in your file. The Greek night tonight is to be recommended. Apart from Greek cuisine, there'll be lots of Greek dancing and music, and of course you can join in if you like, and hopefully we'll see you there. Then there's also the urban walk tomorrow, and then follows the cruise to selected islands and the visit to the ancient site of Delphine. Now, just a few words on the issue of publications. The Institute is involved with various publications. Firstly, there are the abstracts which are published. Now, there are some institutions that do not recognize abstracts as formal publications, but there are institutes that do. They have their own ISBN number and can, of course, be cited. In this way, the paper contents can be disseminated as quickly as possible and can allow for feedback from researchers in their area of study. Secondly, the papers that are presented are placed on the web as part of an online paper series. Once the editing of the papers has been attended to, they will have their own ISSN number and of course also be cited. With regard to book publications, you'll receive an email soon after the conference asking you for a final draft of publication, for publication consideration, and any other information that may be relevant. All papers that are submitted will of course go through a referee process before they're considered for publication in a book. And then finally, Atiner has its own journal series. Papers submitted for the journals will go through a double-blind peer review process, which is monitored by an editorial board. And then on the issue of collaboration, we at Atiner, of course, would like to collaborate with other institutions, such as the ones that you're associated with. And academics, researchers, and institutes are invited to collaborate with our institute on research and education projects. So if you have a project in mind that you would like to commence with, we would be happy to collaborate with you and perhaps organize even panel discussions over here, and you can invite interested parties to participate. And of course, we'd like you to be chairpersons of those panel discussions. We'd also like to ask you to become members of our institute and assist us also with reviewing and editing of papers. And of course, we'd like you to collaborate at future conferences, as I said earlier, with special panel discussions. Part of our vision is to also organize visiting fellowships, and we hope to introduce this soon. And then finally, as Dr. Papadikis has said, you come from so many different countries, and we at Atiner sincerely hope that you'll make the most of this opportunity to interact with each other, that you enjoy this conference, that you go back home with fond memories, not only of this conference, but also of Athens and Greece. and then of course you want to come back to future conferences. Thank you for being here. Can I just mention that the venue tomorrow will change from this floor to the 10th floor. Okay, so tomorrow, please go up to the 10th floor, all the papers will be presented there. Thank you very much, and we can get started with the first session.